Anakin Skywalker.
General Grievous, you're shorter than I expected.
I would worry about the collective wisdom of the Council if they didn't select you for this assignment. You're the best choice, by far.
The Chancellor has requested that I lead the campaign.
The Council will make up its own mind who is to go, not the Chancellor.
Anakin Skywalker versus General Grievous. Ever since Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith came out in 2005, people have been asking this question, and a lot of people don't have an answer to it because we're obviously not going to get an answer to it because, General Grievous is dead and Anakin Skywalker became Darth Vader, so it's a deal. So, who would win in a fight? Who's more superior to the other? Would Anakin Skywalker have an advantage? Would General Grievous have an advantage? These questions might not be answered today, but I will try my very best to see who would win in a fight, General Grievous or Anakin Skywalker. So without further ado, here we go. But first, as always, a little bit of a breakdown. Though I'm not sure how to break this down, so I'll just say it outright. Anakin Skywalker and General Grievous never met throughout the entirety of the Clone Wars. Despite the fact that the two of them were on the front lines, fighting literally everybody that they could find, and tearing down everyone that they could find, droids and clones included, they never once met on the battlefield until Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith during the assault on Coruscant and after the kidnapping of Chancellor Palpatine. The two of them have never faced off, never met, never talked, and barely even acknowledged each other's existence long enough for the two of them to ever be associated with each other. The closest that we ever got to these two actively fighting each other 1v1 was in that damn Lego movie with the kids in the school bus. So, who would probably win in a fight between Anakin Skywalker and General Grievous? I'm not gonna lie to you, it's most definitely Anakin, given the fact that Anakin Skywalker has fought alongside Obi-Wan Kenobi for literal years. The two of them have trained alongside each other, fought alongside each other. Anakin Skywalker has most definitely heard stories about General Grievous from both Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ahsoka Tano, and many of the other Jedi that have fought against him in the entirety of the Jedi Temple. Meanwhile, General Grievous, on the other hand, has mainly fought in a very unorthodox way against many of the other Jedi. He's fought against Ki-Adi-Mundi, he's fought against Kit Fisto, he's fought against literally almost every other Jedi throughout the entirety of the Jedi Council that actually means a damn, but unfortunately, he was taught to fight in an unorthodox way, and Anakin is extremely unorthodox when it comes right down to it. So the rundown would effectively go like Anakin Skywalker learning about General Grievous from Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ahsoka Tano and the multiple times that the two of them have fought against him. He would learn about how he uses multiple flurries of blows, his 4 arms, the 4 lightsabers, and he would figure out that while he is very agile with his 4 arms, and while he is very, centered in his defense and he uses unorthodox tactics, that would force Anakin Skywalker to also use unorthodox tactics to try and counter against him. So, General Grievous would probably be on edge the entire damn time as a physically mobile, insanely aggressive, unorthodox Jedi Knight who is attacking him on all fronts and very swiftly and strongly would probably force him to go into a full retreat because he wasn't taught how to fight against a Jedi who was actually extremely aggressive and who would actually use unorthodox tactics against him. At best, this would turn into an exchange of flurries of blows between Anakin Skywalker and General Grievous, with the two of them trying to deflect attacks from each other, but Anakin taking the advantage some point during the fight and using strong power moves to try and disarm or even try to slice through General Grievous, making sure that he couldn't attack any way he tried. Meanwhile, with General Grievous, the best that he can do is try to use a massive flurry of strikes and blows and pray that he hits Anakin Skywalker somewhere at some time. And at the very worst, Anakin Skywalker busts out the dark side of the Force, uses Force Shatterpoint or Force Crush or something along those lines, and turns General Grievous into a metal pile of goop and scrap metal, just like how Mace Windu crushed his entire chest cavity in the Battle of Coruscant in the 2003 Clone Wars series. So, on one hand, Anakin Skywalker is going to have full inside knowledge about General Grievous, both from the multitudes of Jedi who have already fought him over the course of the entirety of the Clone Wars, including Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ahsoka Tano. He would figure out how he works, he would try to figure out some sort of strategy to fight against him, and he would most definitely win given the fact that he already defeated Grievous's master, Count Dooku, in a 1v1 matchup on the Invisible Hand just a short while ago. And at best, he would probably get into a 1v1 matchup against General Grievous, using a flurry of lightsaber strikes, probably taking a couple of lightsabers away from General Grievous, and then fighting him in a 1v1 matchup with multiple lightsabers. Or at worst, Anakin Skywalker, with his built-up years upon years of frustration and anger towards literally everybody around him, would cause him to crash out and effectively cut through General Grievous like wet paper, and would absolutely destroy and annihilate him to the point where there was literally nothing left, or possibly even use the Force to crush him up into a tiny-ass little ball of goop and metal, and basically leave him on Utapau as a nice decorative ornament. The best I could say for General Grievous is that maybe he could be taken alive by Anakin Skywalker if he's in full control of his emotions, but considering what happened to Count Dooku, I sincerely doubt it. So yeah, that's the end of that video. I'll catch you guys at another time, and if you guys want more content like this, please hit that notification bell, that subscribe button. Leave a comment below on who you want me to analyze a fight for next, and I'll see you later.